Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Zero. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week so far, and I hope that you're excited for the weekend as much as I am. Um, well, this is an album for me to review that's been highly requested, so I guess I gotta make you guys happy. So today I'm gonna be reviewing the debut album from Nate the Space God called Episode One, which is a pretty interesting album name. This is Nathan's first full length. I can't talk. This is Nathan's first full length release after releasing three singles: Love Hurts, Impress You, and Money Ain't the Problem, which are three songs that are not on the album for some reason, which I'm kind of disappointed about because I really like those songs, especially Impress You. But let me tell you, this album definitely makes up for those songs not being on this album because this is actually a very good album, especially for a SoundCloud album. It's really good. I know a lot of SoundCloud artists don't really take their music seriously, but I can tell Nathan's trying to go into a very serious direction with his music. And the fact that he's starting out on SoundCloud might make some people think that he's not a good rapper or that he's just rapping about drugs and money and stuff, but his music actually has a lot more meaning to that than most SoundCloud rappers, and this album definitely proves that, and that's one of the things I really love about this album. However, this doesn't mean that his music doesn't sound mainstream because while his music is very mainstream, he does it in a very smooth and polished and actually very well produced way, unlike most SoundCloud rappers today. Like Little Pump, all those freaking trash SoundCloud rappers, and unlike those rappers, Nate actually has talent and perspective, and he actually puts a lot of work into his music, which I really appreciate because I've known Nathan for a long time, and I know he's been wanting to get serious with music for a while. After putting out the Jack Paul album, which is an album we don't talk about anymore, by the way. He's been really trying to get serious with his music, and on this album, he's done a very good job with that. I can tell with this album that Nathan takes a lot of inspiration from the more darker SoundCloud rappers like Trippie Redd and Juice World, and with songs like Stardust and Abstract, you have those really like dark leaning trap beats with a really steady and smooth flow and a really monotone voice, which actually isn't a bad thing for the most part. I know a lot of people think monotonous is boring, but with Nathan's monotoneness, he actually expresses a lot of emotion and meaning with his monotone voice, which I really like because a lot of you can't really find meaning in a lot of SoundCloud rap these days. But like I said, I can tell Nathan is really trying to reach out to the more how do I word this, to the more emotional seeking audience. So I really like that. And then you have songs like Poppy and Juicy Dreamin' and Writer's Block, which actually sound a lot reminiscent of Logic's Young Sinatra 4 album, and actually a lot of influence seems to be taken from Logic's Under Pressure album, which are two albums that I really enjoyed, so that's an A plus for me. And while Nathan's flow isn't really anything new and doesn't bring anything really unique to the rap scene, he still does it very well, and I can tell that when he does it, he doesn't copy other SoundCloud rappers, he does it in his own way. And I'm not really sure how, but that's just one thing that I've noticed. And with Nathan being a huge fan of XXXTentacion, I can tell that he is because he made a lot of the songs on here only a minute to maybe a few seconds long, or maybe just only 2 minutes long. And that's something that X did. A lot of X's songs were unfinished. And with Nathan's songs being really short, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're unfinished, but yet it means that they're just, I don't know, he just doesn't have a lot to say, which I guess is fine. That's better. Having not having a lot to say is better than saying so much and then it all just sounds like bullshit and it all sounds like crap. So I like that Nathan sorry, just let me plug my thing in. But yeah, he doesn't sugarcoat anything and he's extremely raw about everything. And that's what I really like about the deeper songs on this album because you can really feel the message that Nathan's trying to get across to you. He throws in a lot of jazzy beats on this song, like a lot of jazz rapper and a lot of alternative rap beats on this album, which is something that you didn't see in a lot of Nathan's past work, like with the Jack Paul album. It was mostly just trap influence beats, but you can tell he's getting more creative and more unique with his more jazz leaning beats, and I really like that because, like I said, I can tell that it's something that you see on a lot of Logic's newer and older work. So I really like that since I'm a huge fan of Logic myself. However, one problem I do have is that it doesn't really bring anything new to the rap scene in general. I really would have liked to see a lot of bass drops in his songs and a lot of like starting out slow and then getting incredibly hype. Whereas Nathan just goes like directly into the hypeness with the more hype songs like Heist and Jetpack and False Pride and Guap, which are a lot of really more hype songs. And while they are really good songs and they are some fun songs to vibe to, along with the more emotional songs on the album, he doesn't really bring anything new to the rap scene, which definitely isn't a bad thing because I feel like if a lot of rappers tried to bring something new to the rap scene, a lot of them would end up just fucking it up. So I can tell that Nathan doesn't want to fuck anything up, which is really nice. So to sum things up, I would say this is an overall really well-made album. I'm a huge fan of Nathan. I'm actually really good friends with him too, and I'm very happy to be reviewing this album. So if you guys like the album, so I'm gonna leave a link to the album in the description down below if you guys want to check it out. And if, whatever other albums you guys want me to review in the future, comment them down below. Shoot me a text on Instagram or Snapchat, and I'll take your suggestions. But until then, guys, I'm Zero. This has been my album review for episode 1 by Nate the Space God. I will see you guys in the next video.